All right, good afternoon, folks. We got a little after hours project here. We're going to try to do our best to finish up. Got a little rain moving in, and really like to get this done before that rain moves in. So let me show you what we got left. All right, guys, before we get into today's video, we are doing the free meet and greet, meetup, hangout, whatever you want to call it. Not going to cost you a dime to come see us, or at least get in to come see us. Price of gas, that's a whole nother story. That's a conversation for another day. But we're going to be at the Perry County Fairgrounds for our local fair, where we do all the dirt work, July 11th at 1:30. So if you guys get there before 2 o'clock, they don't take gate. It's free to get in. If you guys want to hang around and watch the tractor pull and all the activities and festivities, you're more welcome to do that. But what's cool about this one, it's really low key. It's more of a hangout than a meetup. And it's just a way to say thanks to you guys and give you guys a little time to chat and catch up. So it'll be myself, Clint, CNC Equipment, and Farmer Grace, and Gavin should be there. So it should be a good time. Again, that'll be July 11th at 1:30, Perry County Fairgrounds. Hope to see you guys there. All right, so in case you guys missed the first couple videos on this project, we got our foundation stabilized on our shelter house here. Got a bunch of rock worked up underneath it, got it stabilized. Got the top of the riverbank here all fixed back up where it had slipped a little bit and kind of eroded through a couple of the floods. And one of the last things we need to do is get this all cleaned back up, get a couple loads of topsoil hauled in here, and get this seeded in straw and get it all done. So this is not horrible for what all we had to do up here as far as working all this stuff up, but we mow around here. We got a lot of stuff in close proximity. So I think we're going to put the power rake on, the ruckus rake on, and try to work a lot of these rock crumbs all down here to the end and get those out of the way, and then we'll fire Bubba dump up, go over the hill here. I think we can snag us, hopefully snag us a couple nice loads of topsoil. This has always been a low spot right here. It's always kind of held water, been a little bit of a mess. We're gonna try to get this filled in just a little bit, get it leveled up, and that way if it settles down, hopefully it's not an issue later. But this first thing we need to do, we're gonna fire the little 50 up, walk it out of the way. Then we'll get the ruckus rake on the 240 over there and see what happens. So let's do it. How many of you guys noticed in the last video with 50 that somebody may or may not have disconnected the travel alarm, so we don't have to listen to it beep constantly? This thing has got the loudest travel alarm on it ever. Not gonna mention any names though. All right, got that guy moved out of the way. The dump truck's still down, so this is our only dump truck we have available to us. We're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up, let it build a little bit of air while we're over there doing everything else. That way whenever we need it here in a little bit, she's good to go. All right, let's set this bucket over here out of the way for now. Grab the ruckus rake. Well, we got one small problem. We got a tire missing some air. We ain't got much to do. I'm hoping we can limp by here. All right, so here's kind of the plan. All I want to do is just kind of let that thing lightly touch the ground. Should grab all those rocks and just kind of kick them back. Kick them back towards us. And we'll rake them up and send them all down to the end. Stuff, so whenever we come back in here with some good topsoil, we don't have anything poking back up through. The lawnmower's gonna catch or it's gonna cause us any problems. Take a couple passes, we just about got it. You can kind of see all the goodness we've got raked up right there. There you have it. That thing did exactly what we needed it to do. Like I said, it's got a lot of that small stuff left behind. That's the purpose of getting some of this topsoil in here and kind of coating all this. We'll get it buried under a couple inches and hopefully make a nice straight line out there by those rocks. And should have us in pretty good shape. So, all right, let's go over, see if we can round us up a load of some decent topsoil. That might be our biggest challenge. right, so this is our little dirt getting area. I'm sure you've seen us down here time and time again. This is all pretty much what we call field dirt. It's some really good clay. Our topsoil is kind of all back here in the corner. We kind of work the topsoil back off the clay and save it. All we got down here is the 120. It's going to be a little bit of a reach for the old 120 to get to the truck here, but I'm hoping we can somehow manage to scrounge the load up and get on there. So. All right, the old 120 will reach. We got a decent little knot of dirt right here. I'm kind of parked on part of it. I'm gonna pull up and try to wiggle over just a little bit. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that little bit of dirt. If I get that, I'll make a little notch here. If we gotta come back for a second load, that'll give us an option to get in there a little bit. So. I kind of changed my mind. Got that backed in there like that. I've already got the majority of the front of the bed loaded. Should be able to reach the rest of that from here. And whenever we come back, if I need to, I think I can do the same thing offset over there. So I like the direction we're heading. I know she hunched down just a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, pretty impressed with the Parker brake to kind of hold her up there on the hill. So, all right, let's motion truck this thing out of here and get it up. Well, I was kind of debating whether to just dump it over here in a pile and pack it all in, or kind of try to dump it and spread it out here a little bit and see how far it gets us. Pretty happy with the way that spread out, not too shabby. We're gonna take and pull the power rake off real quick, throw the bucket back on, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough dirt or not, but it's one way to find out. Well, it's quite clear. One load is not quite going to get it. It is close. I don't know if we need a full second load, but I can promise you one thing. We're not going to bring a half load up here. So let's go back down, grab another load, get it dumped, and yeah. That worked pretty good last time, just kind of backing into the bank and loading the truck that way. I think we'll do the same thing this go around. We'll just kind of move down a little bit so we've got access to a little bit more dirt. Get it loaded. Not one of my best parking jobs, but it should do the trick. We got access to dirt on both sides of the truck, which should be plenty to get it loaded. Well, folks, I forgot to hit the record button, but good news, we got us another full load on. There should be plenty. Went ahead, just went went ahead and just dumped that one in a pile. That way we can just kind of pack it down through here wherever we need. This whole thing kind of slopes this way. The ultimate goal with this dirt is to catch this water instead of going over the hill. We kind of funnel it down this way, then shoot it off here at the end all in one go. Hopefully that keeps that dirt from underneath there getting saturated as bad. But we'll take and pack that up through here. We need a little bit along the rocks right here. We need a little bit over there, and the rest of it can just go down there, kind of covering up the rest of the nasty. Looking good, looking good. Get the old foot rake in here. Final little touches on this. I think we are officially ready for a little bit of grass seed. I wish this line was a little bit straighter, but I think by the time the grass grows in, we can plant the grass in a straight line and kind of camouflage our dirt being a little bit off. This is where that dirt was a little bit deeper, so it kind of swings in just a little bit, but I think in the big scheme of things, that's not going to be an issue at all. So, all right. I think I'm going to go get the seeder on the tractor and do this. That way we're not broadcasting the seed everywhere. That thing seems to work really good. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough time before the sun goes down, the rain shows up. They are calling for a whole bunch of rain tomorrow, and I'm doing my best to try to get this done before that rain hits. We got the old super gill out, the old super seeder here. This thing don't look like much, but it works pretty well. It's got these two drums up here with spikes on them. They're at an angle, so they kind of work and break up the ground a little bit. And you got this drum back here that's got chains on it over there that turns these little gears up here that spits the seed out. As seed lands on this thing, hits this drum kind of rolls it in. It does a really good job of putting seed down even and get just a little bit of cover over it and have the ground broke up good. So it has good seed, or good seed has good ground contact, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, let's put it to work. All right, check that out. You can see plain as day exactly where we went down through there. And you can see how evenly it puts that seed down on the ground. It does just a really good job of that. Now, I don't have any straw to put on this. Hopefully we get that hard rain tonight like we're talking about. So I gotta round up some straw and make sure this don't turn into bird feed. All right, so we'll pass down. Let's do another one. take a few more passes right here. I believe we got her, folks. We got a little bit of rock over here, but that's all right. It's kind of out of the yard. Main thing is everything up there around the cabins is in pretty good shape. All right, guys, there you have it. Dirt's in, dressed up, seed's down. Kind of hate putting that seed down without being able to put some straw over top of it or something to kind of protect it, help hold the moisture in, and keep it from turning into bird feed. But I am currently completely out of straw. But they are calling for a couple inches of rain tonight. So even if we get just a little bit of that down on this, should help get that seed bedded and hopefully get it to sprout. And we'll get something on it eventually. But yeah, that cedar, I don't know why we don't use it more than what we do. It works really well, and you can really tell how good a job it does when the grass starts coming up, because it's so even and it's in straight lines, whatever that's worth. But yeah, I think that's a wrap on this one. Got the foundation done, got the riverbank fixed, got the rocks on. Still trying to round up another barge rope to finish that off. I think Aaron's got one he's gonna let us have, but I think we're ready for summer. Got a little bit of work to do on the boat dock, but that's gonna be another day. So anyways, I'm heading to the house. It's been a long day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one. If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.